I'm wearing this hoodie. It says "Justice is Coming." If you've been paying attention to Cenk Uygur, you might realize that he released his book. It's called "Justice is Coming." Marjorie Taylor Greene is apparently she's that way. Marjorie Taylor Greene is apparently in competition with one Cenk Uygur because she's releasing a book too. We'll see if it reads the same way. Here's that graphic of her book because she looks like a badass in front of the flag. That's probably not her. Here's some details of why she's doing this. This is great. She says, "I wanted people to hear my side of the story." She said this in an interview. "Some of it is setting the record straight. I'm always controversial, but I think this book might be a little controversial with some of the stories," she said, adding that it will allow her to introduce myself to America as me, not the character that the mainstream media created and has sold to America over the past 2 years. Outside of the fact that everyone has seen who you are based off of this mainstream media of your Twitter page, your Truth Social page, your appearances where you talk to people, your recordings that you record of yourself harassing folks. That's the image that we've gotten of you from you. But still, more. Over some 300 pages, Greene has said she covers her upbringing and her controversies first campaign for the House in 2020. She writes about former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's efforts to get her kicked out of the House and Pelosi's successful bid to knock her off of committees, as well as Marge's campaign to stay relevant, eventually helping House Speaker Kevin McCarthy win Pelosi's job. So she's revealing all the details. It could be pretty interesting to see some of the backdoor deals and the way that she's maneuvered throughout this whole thing. But also, Greene teased to the Washington Examiner that her book will include a revealing story about the January 6th riot. Oh my God. This is an admission. And Greene's take on the origins of her, quote, Jewish space laser conspiracy. That part I'm much less interested in hearing about. And also, the last news about this, she acknowledged that the book has a higher purpose, this is my favorite part, of laying the groundwork for a bid for higher office. Which office, though, by the way? She says, "I haven't made up my mind whether I will do that or not," is what the Atlanta Journal-Constitution newspaper reported that she said about a Senate run. "I have a lot of things to think about. Am I going to be part of President Trump's cabinet if he wins? Is it possible that I'll be VP?" Let's look at this graph as you talk about this, Ray. But if you're looking for Marjorie Taylor Greene's name, don't look at the top.
If there is a secretary of CrossFit, then maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene will be in Trump's cabinet. The first thing I thought of while you were going through the story was the book version of the Barbenheimer double feature is reading Justice is Coming and then reading the Marjorie Taylor Greene book back to back. No, please don't buy her book. Please don't read her book. I will say I don't know, maybe I hate myself, but I do like to I won't say how I'm reading these books, but I like to read right-wingers' books just to ascertain whether or not they wrote them themselves. Dave Rubin definitely wrote his book. Most Republicans don't do that, but there is a quality to the writing that you can tell. There's a quality to the writing or lack thereof where he didn't get a ghostwriter to write that.
Well, we'll know that Cenk wrote his own book if there's some definite yelling in the middle of it. Then we know Cenk wrote the book.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.